Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, scholars. It is a wonderful Wednesday. Today, we are going to focus on lesson 13 today. Today is Wednesday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2020. And welcome to your virtual ELA class. Today is Wednesday. We do have some scholar shout outs. I have to shout out some scholars from ISU and from Ashford. I will shout out scholar number 9 and scholar number 7 in ISU. They have been on it with turning in their work quickly in the day of. Silent cheer for those scholars. And in Ashford, they are on a roll. I have scholar number 7, who also has the most iReady reading minutes. Good job, scholar number 7, scholar number 27, scholar number 25, and scholar number 14. Those scholars have consistently been submitting all of their work, doing all of their work, sending me those text messages. Keep up the good work, scholars. I wonder who I'm going to have to shout out tomorrow. Objective. Objective. I will match pronouns and nouns in written sentences. Digraphs. Wait for the snap. If you said S, give yourself a point. If you said N, give yourself another point. Tricky words. Don't get tricked. Wait for the snap. If you said cow, give yourself a point. Spelling words. Don't know when our spelling test will be, but we are still going to learn these words, scholars. M-A-P-S. That spells maps. M-I-C-E. That spells mice. H-A-M-M-E-R. That spells hammer. T-R-I-M-M-E-D. That spells trimmed. S-K-I-P-P-E-D. That spells skipped. S-C-R-U-B. That spells scrub. S-P-A-C-E. Whoops, I'm getting ahead of myself. I almost thought I was in the classroom for a moment, Scholar. That spells space. C-O-U-L-D. That spells could. Expectations. How many syllables? Miss Jackson is going to say some words. Miss Jackson is going to say some. They're also the images. They're also the. You are going to clap out the syllables. You're going to clap out the. Good job. I will have the correct number on the next slide in the video. So don't get tricked, scholars. Every time you get it right, give yourself a point. Give yourself a. Good. Let's see. Are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Sunset. If you clap your hands 2 times, give yourself a point. Next word. Backpack. If you clapped twice, give yourself another point. Next word. Cupcake. If you clap twice, give yourself another point. Next word. Hornet. If you clap your hands 2 times, give yourself an additional point. Hanger. If you clap 2 times, give yourself another point. If you got all of them correct, say, I'm so intelligent. If you did not get them correct, scholars, it's okay. We all make mistakes. Just make sure you've learned your lesson. Expectations again. Those desks means get somewhere ready to write, whether it's on a book, whether it's on the table, whether it's on the desk. Whatever you need to do, get there quickly. All right, scholars. So in your packet, you should have 13.1 at the tippy top. It says 13.1. Also says Wednesday, April 1st at the top. We're going to listen or read these sentences. I want you to pay close attention to the noun that is underlined. That noun that is underlined, we are going to have to be pronoun detectives, and we have to identify which pronoun from this word box here can replace the noun in the sentences, okay? So for example, sentence number 1 says, Vince is a good catcher. We know that we're focusing on the word Vince. Vince can be a boy name. So instead of saying Vince, we have to look up here in the word box and determine, well, which pronoun will replace Vince the most? He, she, or it. Knowing that Vince is a boy, we're going to choose he, okay? We're going to write he in the blank. Do not cross it out. We can use these words multiple times. Multiple means more than one, okay? Do not cross the words out in the word box. Sentence number 2. I'll do 3 examples for you, and you'll do the last 3 independently. We know independently means by yourself. Although I know you can do all of this independently because you're super smart, but I still want to give you the opportunity to have a couple of examples, okay? So sentence number 2 says, the mouse is on the fence. Focusing on the mouse, looking in the word box, looking to identify which pronoun will better replace the mouse. Will it be he? Will it be she? Or will it be it? It is on the fence. She is on the fence. He is on the fence. We can't use he because it doesn't say whether the mouse is a boy. We can't use she because it doesn't say whether the mouse is a girl. So we will use it because the mouse is a it at this point. It is on the fence. So we're going to write the word it in the blank. Moving on to number 3. It says, the prince had goose for dinner. Well, I've never had goose before. We're not going to focus on that part of the sentence. We're going to focus on the underlined noun, which is the prince. Now we need to identify which pronoun is going to replace the prince? Will it be he? Will it be she? Or will it be it? Well, we can't use it because it's not an object or a thing that's scurrying around. We can't use she because the prince isn't a girl. But we can use he because the prince is a boy. So instead of saying the prince had goose for dinner, we can say he had goose for dinner. Remember, we are not underlining or crossing out any of the words in the word box. Now, scholars, you are going to do 4 through 6 independently, and I need you to take a picture of 4, 5, and 6 together and send it to Ms. Jackson in a text message, okay? So number 4 says, the horse ran in a race. You are to identify which pronoun will replace the horse. Write it in the blank. Number 5 says, Mom has a red blouse. You have to figure out which pronoun replaces mom and write it in the blank. And then number 6 says, Gran knits socks for her grandkids. You have to identify which pronoun will replace Gran and write it in the blank. Remember, please send 4, 5, and 6 in a picture to Miss Jackson, okay? So that I can give you a guard team point and tell you whether or not you got it correct, okay? All right, scholars, today's story is about what the Spencers do when they see dark clouds off to the west. C can make what sound? S. Good. Spencer, face, glances, place. CE can make what sound? S. Chances. Good. SE makes what sound? S. Good. House. Double letter consonants. Jill, matter, stuff, pepper, shutters. 2-syllable words. Morning, finish. Basement is a noun. Basement is a noun because it is a place, scholars, is a part of a house or building that is below ground level. For example, I would say my family stores lots of boxes in the basement. Shutters is a noun. Shutters is a noun because it is a thing. It's outside covers for a window that open and closes like a door. For example, I would say Dad closed the shutters when it was windy outside. Darts is a verb. Darts is a verb because it is an action word. It is something that we can do. It means runs or moves quickly or suddenly. For example, I would say the football player darts down the field to catch the ball. We're going to read today's story, scholars, to find out where the Spencers are going when they see a storm brewing. The title of today's story is called Dark Clouds and Wind. If we had our readers, we would be turning to page 30. Starting with the title, Dark Clouds and Wind. Finger underneath the word the. The next morning, when the Spencers wake up, the sun is out, larks sing in the treetops, those are birds, socks and pants hang on the line. It seems like the perfect chance to have a picnic. Finger underneath the word the. The Spencers sit down next to the house and munch on their lunch. As they finish up, Mr. Spencer glances up and sees dark clouds off to the west. The smile on his face fades. Finger underneath the word what. What's the matter? Jill asks. Finger underneath the word it. It looks like there's a storm off to the west, says Mr. Spencer. Finger underneath the word the. The clouds get darker and the wind picks up. Finger underneath the word I don't like the look of it, I don't like the look of it, Mr. Spencer says to his wife. Let's pack up and take the children down into the storm shelter, just to be safe. Finger underneath the word the. The Spencers pick up their picnic things. They stuff the food in the picnic basket. Grace grabs the cups and napkins. They take the basket down into the storm shelter. Finger underneath the word the. The storm shelter is like a basement. It is a safe place where the Spencers can take shelter in a storm. Finger underneath the word once. Once they are down in the shelter, Mr. Spencer starts to lock up the shutters. Finger underneath the word no. No! Grace shouts. Not yet! Pepper's still out there. Oh no. Finger underneath the word Mr. Mr. Spencer darts out of the shelter to get the dog. Soon he is back. He is dripping wet, but he has Pepper in his arms. All right, scholars, so we just finished up those 3 pages. Now it's time for us to do some work. If you haven't already, go ahead in your packet and locate 13.2 at the top. It also says Wednesday, April 1st. Get there. If you can't get there yet, pause the video and start the video back when you're ready, okay? All right, scholars, so I've starred number 1. That is the important question of today. That's the one that I would like for you to do independently. Take a picture of it and send it to Ms. Jackson. I will be looking for you to restate. I will be looking for you to. And I will be looking for you to answer. I will be looking for you to. And if you would like to be challenged like a 2nd grade scholar, go ahead and go back into the video and locate the page number where you got your information from. Do not use your brain. Get it, got it good? I will read the questions though for you, okay? Number 1 says, what did Mr. Spencer see as they finished up lunch? Looking for you to restate. So if you just give me the answer, that will not be correct. I need you to restate. As they finished up lunch, Mr. Spencer saw, That's what type of answer I'm looking for, okay? When you finish up number 1, take a picture of it. Have your parents, your grandma, your aunt, your uncle, your big sister, whoever you can, take a picture of number 1 and send it to Ms. Jackson. My number is on the front of your packet, okay? Number 2, what do the Spencers do when the clouds get darker and the wind picks up? When the wind picks up and the clouds get darker, the Spencers, That's how you restate that. Number 3 says, what is a storm shelter? A storm shelter is a Make sure you restate an answer. And then number 4 says, what did Grace shout as Mr. Spencer started to lock up the shutters? As Mr. Spencer started to lock up the shutters, Grace shouted, Okay, make sure you do those 4 independently. Specifically number 1, that's the one that I will be checking. Make sure it gets to me by the end of day today. That's going to determine which scholars will be getting shouted out tomorrow, okay? The lesson is over. You made it to the end. We do have a challenge, and it's coming up. Don't leave. All right, so the challenge, I have 2 challenges for you guys today. I would like for you to give the person who is taking care of you right now a great big hug from Ms. Jackson. Tell them I said thank you so much for all the hard work that they're doing with you, and give them a super, super, super tight hug and tell them thank you so much, okay? And then also, tomorrow is Thursday. We don't have school on Friday because that's the beginning of our spring break. Or is it? Yes, it is. It is the beginning of our... No, it is not. No, it is not. However, tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow will be pajama day. So, if you can make a suggestion of what you want to see Ms. Jackson wear tomorrow, send me a picture. So that's 3 different pictures if you want to participate. The first picture is the pronouns, 4 through 6. The second picture is question number 1 on 13.2. And the last would be telling me what pajamas you think I should wear tomorrow during our Thursday's lesson. I look forward to getting your text message, scholars. Have a great day. See you all soon. I miss you.